grades, like they mad smart, yo. Like the best student ever. Passing their class and everything. So proud.
Up there?
Yeah, you up there.
You look me in the eye when you said that shit.
You up there. All right, so I'm gonna take your question. I'm gonna just jump into this real quick. So go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Hold on. Fun action? Functions. Okay, okay, okay. This in general? Yeah. So like if I have like, hold on. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's it. So all you do, right? You're gonna write down the 7, but instead of the X, you're gonna plug in the number there, 3, and then the -8, just like that. And then just do the multiplication, yeah. So then that's 20. Same thing. Like if it was like f of 100. 8. Like you mean like this, like that? Like g of x. So that's even easier, right? No matter what I put in here, could be g of 100, right? It's still just gonna be whatever 8 plus 5 is. They gotta have an x there to plug into. If it was for the f of it, right? Let's say I had f of 10, right? That would be 7 times 10 minus 8, like that, right? 8 plus 5 over x? Oh, I see what you mean. Like you talking about like f of 8 plus 5 like this? So I would actually simplify that down and call that f of 13. Yeah. And then just plug it in, right? So that would be like 7 of 13 minus 8, just like that. You just multiply them and subtract 8. That's it. Yeah. So long story short, for functions, you just plug in whatever, and then that's it. Yeah, that's it.
The only one I guess me is actually like for f of x, like with the original file. You plug in the original file that you saw there.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have that on the test.
It's on the last one first.
It was, yeah.
You do it like that?
Like what?
They give you
Let me see.
I mean, the question. And they tell you what happened.
But I mean, this one is smaller. Like, see how this is smaller. Like, you plug it into those.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're gonna get on the test. Yeah.
But then this, you see how this one is.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that, but all right. If you want to do that, nah.
He said this one.
But if you wanna see it though,
Oh, okay.
let's say I have f of x. This is what they're asking about is equal to 7x minus 8. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. They want to know what is like f of, let's say, a plus 5. That's what they're asking about. Like some letter, what's that? So it's the same thing. You can have the 7 open parentheses. You're gonna plug in the a plus 5, and then the minus 8. And then after that, just distribute. You already know. 7a plus 35 minus 8. So it's 7a plus, oh gosh, what's that? That's like 27, yeah. That's it. That's all it is. The 3x. It's the same thing though.
We're just plugging in, but are we gonna break that down now?
No, it's just an answer. Like it's gonna be like x is equal to 5 or something, like, or f of x is equal to like
But it's x squared, that's the.
square it first and then multiply it, then you'll see. I'm gonna give you an example. Hold on. So this is my practice exam. Yay. Right? So we're gonna go through this tonight. And yes, I intentionally try and make my practice exam harder than the actual test. So if you're confused, I get it.
No.
All right. I do it on purpose. I do it on purpose, all right? So now we got g of x is equal to 3x squared minus 5x minus 1. And we want to find g of -2. All right? G of -2. So what do I do here? Right. This is going to be 3 times -2 squared minus 5 times -2 minus 1. Just like that. Then just do the math, right? You know, we do our exponents first. So this becomes 3 times what? No, 4, right? -2 squared. So, yeah. And then minus 5 minus 2 minus 1. And then you just do the multiplication next. So what's this? 12 plus 10 minus 1, right? Because -5 times -2, positive 10. And we just add these two. I think this is like what, 22 minus 1, so 21, right? Legal drinking age. Here we go. Don't mean you can't try before, but that's the legal drinking age. They made it younger? No, they made the draft is younger, like for you to go to war.
No,
Yeah, so you could get your leg chopped off, but you can't drink.
you can shoot it up.
You can shoot a gun, but you can't drink. Yeah. You could pay taxes, but you can't drink. Right? Right? Mm-hmm. All right, so this one says we gotta factor completely. All right? It's a hard question. What do we do first? Good. And what is it? Good. What's left over? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Minus y. Good. Y what? Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. What next? So what's the answer? Go ahead. Supposed to draw a box around your answer. That's what you do next.
That was
And then that's
it.
nah. But I like when you box your answers though. All right. So for this question, right? You see how I have 6x squared minus y squared, right? That is not a, what you call it, perfect square, right? If the 6 was in there, let's say that it was like 4x squared minus y squared, then I could factor that out, you know, difference of two perfect squares, right? Yeah. So you have to check that it's going to be two perfect squares. The one on your test will be a perfect square, just letting you know, right? In case you're wondering. Yeah.
You change it to. Show.
All right, so let's say, for example, it was 2y times, let me do something hard. 100 x squared minus 81 y squared. Let's say it was something like that, right? You would have to then factor it, right? This would become 2y times what? Don't overthink it. 10 what? Uh-huh. No, minus, what? 9, what? Good. And what else? Plus what? Right. Then that's it. Right? Just letting y'all know. Let's look at the next question. Factor completely. Yep. And let me think about this question. Is it good? I think it's good. Let's see. We're gonna work on this together. Hopefully it's a good question. If it's bad, I'm sorry.
So,
So we want to factor this completely. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So you already know what I'm gonna do, right? No, group it, right? And then on the left-hand side, what's the greatest common factor here? 8? It's A and what else? 2? Okay. I'll take it. If you don't think there's anything better. So remember, it's like you're dividing by 2A, like you're divided by 2. Right? So, huh? Can you use 6? Okay, let's use 6 then.
doesn't matter.
It should be the greatest. Yeah. Yeah. Because if it's not the greatest, yeah, you're gonna have to keep doing it again. Right? Okay, so 30 divided by 6 is 5, okay. A's cancel out, leaving back B. 42 divided by 6 is 7, so plus 7. A's cancel out, leaving back C. On the left-hand side, no, excuse me, on the right-hand side, right? What is the greatest common factor there? 6. That's a piece of it. Give me something better. And I heard B. All right, so I heard the 6, I heard the B. What else? What is it? -6. Now we're talking, right? Because the sign of my leading coefficient is the sign of my factor, right? Okay. So remember, it's like I'm dividing by -6b. It's like I'm dividing by -6b. What do we have left over? Yeah, I could tell this is a bad question. Oh Lord. 4D plus 6C, right? Bad question. Yeah, scrap that question. Because it didn't, no, I didn't factor correctly. That's why.
We got that wrong.
Nah, the one on your test will work. Just gonna put like a note here. Gotta fix this. One second. At least you're seeing what the questions are like. So if you see me going over it today, most likely that's gonna be on the test. All right, let's take a look at this one. Help me, what should I do first? So factor out the greatest common factor, which is what? 4x, okay. So if I factor out 4x, like I'm dividing by 4x, like I'm dividing by 4x, like I'm dividing by 4x, right? What's left over? X squared. What is it? Plus 4 what? X, okay. What else? -5, good. Nope, X's cancel out. What's next? You want to do AC method? All right, let's do it. So A times C is equal to what?
No,
It's equal to what two numbers multiplied? 1 times -5, good, which is equal to -5. And my B term is what? 4, very good. Now I need two numbers that when I multiply them will give me a -5, but add up to a +4. What are they?
Other.
What is it?
Add up to
So they have to multiply to -5 and add up to +4.
5, 5.
Okay, let's see. So -5 times 1 is -5. Hold on. -5 plus 1. This is -4. Nah,
It's 5.
-1.
5 and -1. Let's see. So that's -5. And then 5 plus -1, that's +4. Yep, that's it. All right. That's freezing?
Yeah, it's like mad.
Dang. All right, so now what do we want to do?
Plug it in for 4.
Right. So x squared, what? Minus, not minus. So I'm trying to plug in these numbers right here, right? Okay, minus 1x, okay. What's next? Not minus, plus 5x, minus 5, right? And then now we're gonna group it, right? Left-hand side, what's the greatest common factor? X times x minus 1. What's the greatest common factor of the 5x minus 5? 5, so plus 5. Very good. Greatest common factor again with that, I have 4x,
Second part.
x minus 1, and then what's left over? X plus 5. This is my final answer. All right. Good. Yeah. You know, in like a situation like this, factor completely, like carry that down. Mhm. I heard today's sunset is literally at the end of class. So we could leave out here in the sun. How about that? Yeah. I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah. At some point we have to reach some equinox where it's like the longest part, it's like the longest day. I don't know. But I know it's like something ridiculous, like 9 p.m. the sun is still out kind of thing. You know? Yeah. Yeah. That would be like the one day I don't get in trouble for getting home late. Like right? Yeah. All right, so I want to solve this quadratic equation. It says by factoring, but I don't care. How I do this? What should I do before I do that? Right? So what's the greatest common factor here? 4, good. And what's left over? Very good. All right. Help me out. Like what? I don't know how to do this. Factor that. Yeah, like factor for me. What is it?
X plus. X plus.
Mm-mm. Very good. Right? Because -2 times -2 is +4. And -2 plus -2 is -4.
Oh, you
Okay.
know. This comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. So -2 plus -2 is -4, which is in the middle. And -2 times -2 is +4. Right? If that's confusing, just use the AC method. It'll work. All right? They'll tell you. Like it'll say solve. Or it'll have something like this equals 0. You know? Yeah. So after that, solve for it. X minus 2 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. Let's solve for x. Add 2, add 2. X is equal to 2. Add 2, add 2. X is equal to 2. Hmm? 20 something. Call it 30. Let's just call it 30. So, I mean, it is. No, it really is. Mhm. No, that's cool. If it had an X next to it, we'll do something with it, but it's just a constant, so. Yeah. Nah, you check the radicals and you check rationals like fractions. That's what you check. This next question is mad hard. How I do this? Factor it, right? So factor for me.
Is
Well, let me do the numerator first. What's the numerator gonna be?
X minus
So I heard x minus, good. What at the bottom? What's that gonna be? Good, and what else? Minus? No, plus 3, good. And that's it, just cross out like terms, pop, 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 pop. Final answer. That's it. Questions on that? Sure. Before that? Yeah. You're welcome. All right, help me out with this. Before that. Before factoring. I'm gonna factor, but before that. The LCD, keep change flip, right? Because I have a fraction divided by a fraction already. So keep change flip. So I'm gonna have x squared minus 4 over x minus 2. Change this to multiplication. Flip the denominator. Yeah. Now you can factor, right? So go ahead, factor for me. What's the top gonna be?
X minus
No. Remember what I said, right? Whenever you have the sum of two perfect squares, you can't factor it. Just stays the same, right? What about the denominator? What's that? Whenever you have the sum, like addition of two perfect squares, you can't factor it. It just stays the same. Right. Only when it's a minus. Like if this was a minus, then I can factor it. But because it's a plus, I can't. So denominator, what is that? No. Say it again? But closer.
Right?
Very good. Because 4 plus -2 is 2, and 4 times -2 is 8, right? Let's cross out like terms. How you what? Remember, the two numbers that multiply to -8 and add up to +2. So that means that the bigger number has to be positive. Yeah. So put it all together, that's what you get.
X plus 2 times X squared.
Right? And that's it.
So you see, if we have a square.
A sum.
Behind it,
Yeah.
that's that is a perfect square.
Right. But it's positive.
4, 8, 6. Oh, and then stop.
If it was negative, then we could factor it.
The -4 and.
Right. Well, like the perfect square, so like -4, -9,
Oh,
-16, that kind of thing. All right, what do we think? How do I do this? Factor it. So what do I have now? So I have 3 over, plus what? Two numbers that multiply to 4 add up to -4, excuse me, and add up to the +3. Okay, so I have x plus 4 and -1, yeah. Because -1 times 4 is -4, 4 plus -1 is +3. Okay. LCD is what? Good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna multiply all of these by the LCD. So it's gonna get multiplied by x plus 4, x minus 1, and what's due to bottom, due to top. Over here, we have x plus 4, x minus 1. It's gonna be x minus 2, or due to the bottom, due to the top. All right, after we do that, distribute, combine like terms, all that good stuff. Let's see what we get, all right? So I'm gonna have 3 times x squared minus x plus 4x minus 4 plus 4 times x minus 2. Let's combine like terms. This becomes 3 times x squared plus 3x minus 4 plus 4 times x minus 2. And after that, let's distribute this. This is 3x squared plus 9x minus 12. What else? Very good. All over the LCD. X plus 4, x minus 1, x minus 2. Let's combine like terms here. 3x squared. Then we want to add these up. So this is 9 plus 4. What's that? Plus 13. Minus 20. What do I do after that? So let's do it. No. You use the AC method, right? Yeah. A times C is equal to 3 times negative 20. Good. Is equal to negative 60. And my B term is 13. So I need two numbers that when I multiply will give me a negative 60. When I add them will give me a 13. What are they?
Oh.
When I multiply them, will give me a negative 60. And when I add them together, it'll give me a positive 13. 18 and 4. 6 and 7 sounds like it works. That's not 60. Let's see. So I heard 15 and 4, am I right? This is 5, this is 3, this is 2, this is 2. Right? Some combination might give me 13. 7? Not 7. It's not 12 and 5. Positive 13. Yeah.
Oh,
12 and 5? It can't be. We can't find it. It means that that's our answer. That's it. It's a good question. Yeah.
no. The requirement is like, why can't I find it?
Like I said, my questions is harder than the test, so. Might look simple, but they're not. All right, so what do you do here? Before that,
Oh,
all right, find the LCD, combine it. But I need to make it a fraction divided by a fraction, then I can do keep change flip.
so I just did one of those factor problems, right?
Uh-huh.
And I got X squared. And I used a little simple math number. Tells me the answer was X plus 4 squared.
Really?
Yeah. Would X plus 4 work like? Can I just keep it like that? They want X plus 4 squared for
It
factor?
could be for factor, yeah. That's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
That's trash.
It could be like that. All right, so what's the LCD? For the top, yeah. So X plus 2 and X, right? Good. So this already has an X plus 2, but it's missing an X, so what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Then I have an X over here, right? But I'm missing the X plus 2. What you do to the bottom, I do to the top. All right? Now we have 3x minus 2 times x plus 2 all over x times x plus 2. Right? I guess at this point we could kind of do like a keep change flip if you wanted. Change this to multiplication. Flip the denominator. All this divided by x. Excuse me, 4. And then let's just simplify this, you know? Distribute, I have 3x minus 2x, minus 4. All over x times x plus 2 times x plus 2 all over 4. Just factor the top. You want to combine like terms, you get x minus 4 over x times x plus 2 times x plus 2 over 4. Let's cross out like terms. X and x will go, x plus 2, x plus 2. Final answer, x minus 4 over 4. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, if any of y'all got test corrections, y'all can still do that tomorrow. All right, just let y'all know. All right. What are you doing? Yeah, just saying, if you didn't get a chance to do it today, you still got time. That's all I'm saying. Okie dokie. What about this? What do I do first? Good. But before that, though, factor, right? So what's the factors here? Good. Equals what? Good. What's the LCD? Okay. Good. So this one has x plus 2, but it's missing what? -2, what I do to bottom, do to top. This one has both. This one has an x -2, is missing a what? Good. What you do to bottom, do to top. And that's it. Now, let's look at what we have left. 5 times x -2 plus 2 is allegedly equal to 3 times x plus 2. We good? I feel like this one was on our test. After that, I just want to distribute this, combine like terms, all that good stuff. The what? It already had the LCD, so there's nothing else to put in there. Yeah. Plus 2 is equal to 3x plus 6. I just want to put everything on the same side. Let me combine like terms. So this becomes 5x minus 8 is equal to 3x plus 6. All right? Put everything on the same side. I'm going to subtract 3x from over here. What I do to one side, I got to do to the other. I'm going to add 8 over here. I'm going to do one side, do to the other. So I get what? Very good. Very good. That's it. Questions on that? Hmm? You eliminate it whenever you have an equal sign. Yeah, like so when they all have the same denominator, I can ignore it at that point. Just work with the numerator, but this only works when I have an equal sign. Hmm? What happened? You don't need a denominator no more, just a numerator. Mhm. Hmm? How about this question? Say it again. Subtract the 9, very good. What I do to one side, do to the other. So now I have x squared plus 6x minus 9, wait, equals -9. What do I do after that? What's that formula? Okay, so it's negative b over 2a squared, right? Then we're gonna plug that in. So help me out, what's negative, what's b? 6, good, over 2 times a, which is 1 squared. So this is -6 over 2 squared. That is -3 squared, which is +9. So we're gonna add 9 here, add 9 here. All right, very good. So I have, what is this? X plus 3, right? X plus 3. Because 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. After that, we just want to solve for x. So I'm going to square root this, where I do the one side, do the other. So I have x plus 3 equals, so minus 0. Subtract 3. This is, yeah, I don't feel like writing all that. Questions? So it's -3 plus or minus 0. So that means that all the answers are just -3. What do you think? Leave that up there for a minute. No pressure, whatever you want to do. Scroll up. So what we think? How you want to do this? No wrong answers here. We'll go to the other side, okay? Good, what's next? Okay, so what's A, what's B, and what's C? -1. All right, good. So now, excuse me, quadratic formula, x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root, b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is on your sheet, right? Excuse me, sorry about that.
That's not a lot. So what that is.
Got you. Yeah, that's true. I'm just gonna plug it in just to let everybody see though, but it's negative and -6 plus or minus square root, -6 squared minus 4 times A times C. All over 2 times A, which is 3, right? And after that, just do the math. Real simple. Negative is positive. Plus or minus square root. What's this? 36 plus 12 over 6, something like that. Yeah. Because it's -4 times 3 times -1. Yeah. Oh, it matters. So -4 times 3 is -12. -12 times -1 is +12. Yeah. Put it together. 6 plus or minus square root 48 over 6. Help me. What do I do next? Oh, what's the perfect square that goes into 48? Feel like you were about to say it. Not 7. Not 6, where you're close. 4 does. No. 16. Now we're talking. Times what? Very good. And then the square root of 16 is? Very good. So this is 6 plus or minus 4 square root 3 over 6. Now we could kind of reduce this a little bit, right? Not cancel that. Well, they could. We have 6 over 6 plus or minus 4 square root 3 over 6. So yeah, we could cancel these out and call that 1. And then 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times, right? So my final answer would be 1 plus or minus 2 square root 3 over 3. Questions on it?
So would it be 6 minus, oh, plus.
Right. But yeah, if you want to give me 2 separate answers, that's fine too. I'll take that. I got you. All right. So, yeah. So the 6 on the denominator is actually being divided by both the number in the front and the number after. So 6 divided by 6 plus or minus 4 square root 3 over 6. Yeah. That's true all the time.
Three in your head.
Someone said it. But yo, your calculator will do it for you. Yeah. Just type in square root 48. It'll give you the answer. 4 square root 3.
No. It's for square root three.
Yeah, that's it. See?
So it's 6 to 7.
Which step?
The 16 times 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
What you ask?
So just divided both sides by 6 and reduced it.
That is 4 divided by 6. Goes 2 times.
Well, 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So just it gets reduced.
It's plus a 5.
Yeah, so. All right, this is your favorite right here. All right, help me out. How'd I do this? What does that become? $60 times 2. All right, let's do that. So I'm struggling too. 60 times 2. What else? $30 times 2. What else? Yeah, 3 times 5, right? So this is gonna be square root 4 times square root 30, right? Minus 2 square root 30 plus, what's square root 90? So square root 9 times square root 10, right? And then let's do the math on this. This becomes 2 square root 30 minus 2 square root 30 plus 3 square root 10. These two will cancel out, leaving back 3 square root 10. Questions on that? Like 2 and then square root 30? Yeah, it's fine. You get full credit for that.
So the calculator needs to come pretty easy, right? Just square root everything, then solve.
That's it. Easy peasy. This is mad simple. All right, help me out. is square, so we already know, right? This is square root 3 plus square root 5 times square root 3 plus square root 5. Yep. Okay. Plus square root 15, good. Plus what?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
So, no.
And the last one? Good. Let's do the math on this, right? So it should be what? 3 plus square root 15 plus square root 15 plus 5. Let's combine like terms. What do we have? That's 7. 8 plus 2 square root 15, right? 8 is 3 plus 5. The 3 is the square root of 9, and the 5 is the square root of 25. Because they can't be simplified, so you just add them together. It's 2 of them, 1 plus 1. 215. Yeah, because it's 2 of them, you just add them together. 1 plus 1, 2. Because the square root 15 can't get broken down, so we just add it. There's 2 of them, so 1 plus 1, 2. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. 8 plus 2 square root 15. Nothing else to do there. How about this one? Not sure? Right,
Okay.
right. 1 over what? 343 to the 2/3 power, right? And you remember what happens, right? I always do not the opposite, the denominator first, right? So this becomes 1 over the cube root of 343 squared, right? I lost you. So remember that when you have the fraction powers, whatever the fraction is going to be a root. And in the numerator, you're just squaring it. So tell me, what is the cube root of 343? Seven, right? So this becomes 1 over 7 squared, which is 1 over 49, right? Oh, tell me. Now in your calculator, just do the cube root of 343. Really? Let me see. I'm gonna do it in Excel. Let me see if I get it. All right. So we got 343 raised to the 1 divided by 3 power. I got 7. Yeah. 343 raised to the 1 over 3 power.
Oh, one.
Yeah. That's it. 7.
Like it out.
Got you. Got it. Good. Easy, right? Oh my gosh, this next question looks so fun. Y'all gonna love this question. I hope y'all get this question tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see what this.
This is nice right here.
I hate these.
What? It's the bomb.
Wait,
Yeah,
Is this just fighting?
exactly.
Subtract
Yeah, so do it real quick.
negative.
It's gonna be 3/2 x to the what power? -2 power, light work. And then y to the what? Light. Then you have the 1/3 power right here. Right? So tell me what's gonna happen. Yep, so we gonna have the 3 to the 1/3, 2 to the 1/3, x, excuse me, to the -2 power to the 1/3. Then you're gonna have y to the 1/3, right?
Look,
I lost you?
so you put everything to 1/3 there.
Right, everybody gets the power individually.
Why is X under fraction?
You're right. That's exactly what's gonna happen here. Right? So putting this all together, right? I'm gonna have 3 to the 1/3 times y to the 1/3 over no, 2 to the 1/3, and then x to the 2 to the 3rd power, right? Just like that, right? All right, let's make this all look pretty. Let's make it all look pretty, right? This is gonna be the cube root of 3y over the cube root of 2x squared, just like that, right? So you already know, right? What's wrong with this?
Yeah.
Right. So what I gotta do, I gotta multiply, right? I gotta rationalize this denominator. So what am I gonna? You're close. You're close. I'll give y'all this one. I'll do this one for y'all because I never actually taught y'all this, right? It's actually gonna be 2 to the 2nd times x to the 1st. Why is it 2 to the 2nd? Because so look, I have 1, 2 right here. I need 2 more 2s to cancel it out with the cube root. I have 2 x's over here, so I need 1 more x to cancel that out with the cube root. But same thing, what you do to the bottom, to the top. And then you already know, just multiply straight across, you're good to go, right? So this would be, what, 3 times, what's that, like 3 times 4 is 12, right? So this would be like cube root 12xy over just plain old little 2x. That would be your final answer. No, you're not getting that on your test tomorrow, right? But something fun to know before you leave the class, right? Yeah. Really? Why? Yeah. Nah. This next one, this next one though is like both of them in one, fun and easy. Yeah. Nah, this is good.
This is the hard part. It's like, let's see, to add an 85%. This is the hard part.
It would be like that though, man. That addition. All right, what do I do here? Some of y'all got this wrong on the last test. What do I do here? By what? The square root of 3, what? Nope, minus 1, right? Multiply by the conjugate to get rid of the radical. But what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Right? Now you already know. Distribute, all that good stuff, right? With the FOIL. So I should have 3 square root 3 minus 3 over square root, what's that? 9 minus square root 3 plus square root 3 minus 1, something like that. And then when we do the math on this, we should have 3 square root 3 minus 3 over, what's this? 3 minus square root 3 plus square root 3 minus 1. Combine like terms, I think this cancels out. So this is 3 square root 3 minus 3 over, I don't know, 2. Oh my gosh. Microsoft is ODing, yo. Man, y'all gonna make me call Bill Gates, you know that, right? Call Bill Gates. I'm gonna be like, Bill, they're messing up. They're messing up.
They said his name so many times, like said, like Charlie. So,
Really? Oh man. All right, I'm gonna blame Steve Jobs then. I know he ain't watching. Yo, what if Steve Jobs is still alive? They just downloaded his brain into Siri. Every time you ask him a question, he'd be like, "Got you, I got you." He gets you one of these.
I may be used to. When you talk, they never get what you say, right?
Right? Everything, right? It be advertising to you, and it's like, um,
Let's say someone's name, it'll start calling. Like,
wait, you ever been watching like a TV show or something, and then they actually call out Siri and Siri be responding?
Yeah.
Like, hey Siri, play this. Yeah.
it's funny, I looked at my phone to see. You see?
Hey Siri, play Ice Spice. We about to do, oh shoot. Yo, I swear, y'all better not get this wrong. Oh my
It's
god.
ridiculous.
Y'all better not get this wrong. Rationalize the denominator. Come on now, what we doing here? By what? Exactly. I swear y'all better not get that wrong. In the top, you already know, distribute, all that good stuff. On the bottom, light work, right? So this is what? 3 square root xy plus 2 square root y squared over square root y squared. So you already know this is what? 3 square root xy plus 2y over y. Bless you.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all better not get that wrong. Yeah.
He know, he already got the test.
Nah, I didn't get the test yet. I get it tomorrow, right before the year exam. That's yo, for real. They really need to do that. Go ahead. Yeah, what was your question? Square root y times square root y. It's gonna be square root y squared. So it's like radicals are radicals, numbers are numbers. So 1 times 2 is 2, and square root y times square root y is square root y squared. You just simplify, cross it out, and that's it.
There's some of us, you gotta low key be solving problems. That's trash.
You'll be
You ever get it wrong,
surprised.
and they said, like, that's not the way it is.
Yeah. Nah, that really happens. Like if I'm grading a test, right? And I'd be like say it's a question on the first page, right? And like say it's like Chanel, for example, right? Always gets to the first page completely right. And then like I see a question wrong, I'm like, all right, so I know I did something wrong.
Check that. Check.
Yeah,
I check. But it-
got you.
Check.
Yo, I was mad generous with the partial credit though this last test. Like mad generous.
Try it out the finals,
I mean, I'll try, but
like, nah.
the final got its own key though. It'd be like, yo, this point is worth this like question's worth this many points. And
It'll say.
I'll be like, Chris, you got you,
Mhm.
half credits.
Now you gonna see it on the test. Is that it's like labeled like this point, this question is worth this many points and all that. Yo,
If I did, like, the beginning part, it'll still be some kind of-
yeah,
But the whole question.
yeah,
And
I remember last year it was
Yeah.
like 5 points for every question.
yeah. Now the last test though, I went ham with the points. I ain't gonna front. Like the trig question was like 20 points.
Ah,
Which one was
that killed
heavy.
me.
Yeah,
It was on the sheet too.
it is.
I had to use the A squared and B squared figure.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
but it's there.
I didn't
It's
know what to do.
copy. How I do this?
Um,
Say it again. Times 3, minus 3, good. What I do to one side, I gotta do to the other. So now I have square root x squared minus 9 is equal to x minus 3. What do I do after that?
put the parentheses
Uh-huh.
to the two powers.
Right, so I'm gonna square both sides to get rid of the square root. Right, so now I have what? X squared minus 9 is equal to, well, x minus 3 times x minus 3, right? And then we're gonna FOIL that, so we're gonna have x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 9, right? Combine like terms, x squared minus 9 is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm gonna, I don't know. Let's subtract x squared from over here. But what do you do to one side, you gotta do to the other. Let's add 9 over here. But what you do to one side, you gotta do to the other. So now I have 0 is equal to negative 6x plus 18. Let me subtract 18 over here. What I do to one side, do to the other. I have negative 18 is equal to negative 6x. I'm gonna divide by what? Negative 6. What I do to one side, do to the other. Well, what is negative 18 over 6? Like 3 or so? All right, so we good. What do I do after that? You gotta check it. Good. I forgot. All right. So let's check this out. Some of y'all left this question blank and got points. You know that? Ain't that something?
Oh, that's the one you was talking about.
Yeah. So we got 3 squared minus 9 plus 3 is equal to 3. Let's see if that works. I'm not sure if it works though. So 3 squared, I know that's 9, right? So this is square root. This is 9 minus 9 plus 3. Allegedly, that's equal to 3. I don't know, right? But square root of 0 plus 3 might be equal to 3. And in fact, 3 is equal to 3. So we Gucci. That's an answer. All right?
You have to check.
Yeah.
You don't have to, right?
Just to be sure, because you don't know. Like last test, you low-key, you might have got an answer, but it wasn't an answer, you know? Anytime you see radicals, check. Anytime you see fractions, you check, right? Right. Oh, snap, yo. This my question right here. Yo, wait, y'all gotta see this one. This gonna be fire right here. Gotcha. Check this out. Bam. Yo, this is light. How we do this? I'm gonna do this with rainbow. You foil it, right? So bam, 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 right? So help me out. What's that? Uh,
Plus.
plus 8i, right? Because we doing the second one, right? So what is it? Minus 9i. Okay, last one.
12 squared.
12i squared. Uh-huh. What I gotta do with the minus though here? Ah, now we're talking. Right? So what I got? -1, -2i. Perfect, perfect. So now let's combine like terms, right? It's a really fancy way of telling you to add, right? So 6 plus -1 is what again? 5, good. Now 8i minus 9i minus 2i, what's that? -3i, very good. Minus 12i squared, right? Very good. So this becomes 5 minus 3i minus 12 times -1. Now help me out. What's -12 times -1? So this becomes 5 minus 3i. Oh Lord. Microsoft, what's good, man? Yo, I'm a really call Bill Gates. Like y'all think I'm playing. Right? I don't got it, but I don't know. I'm gonna get it. Yo, don't make me call Melinda. I'm gonna call Melinda next. I'm gonna call Melinda next. Now you really gonna be in trouble. Hmm? Oh, you really gonna do that? Wow, you gonna really do that to me? Wow, that's just disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Yo. See, that's why Steve Jobs had beef with you, yo. Like, you can't be doing that to people. It's not right. I know, but at least his products don't be dropping like you like that, you know? The worst thing that they do is they listen to you when you don't want them to. You know? Yeah. All right, 3i and negative is be plus 12. Help me out. What's 5 plus 12? What's that? All right, so we got 17 minus 3i. All right, that's my answer. I'm done. That's it. Light work, right? Question? All right.
That's it.
Hmm? Oh, for the test now, we got more questions. It's like 30.
Stay 18, man.
I mean, you want to study for your final or no? This one? 4?
I mean, I don't want to ask.
Y'all get these same questions tomorrow. I don't know y'all. Just saying. All right, these next two questions are literally the easiest questions on the test. And like nobody got it. And even with the formulas,
I to the negative 39.
yo, that was way too easy.
Yeah, this formula sheet,
For real?
I had to cross out.
No, don't do that, because that's the same formula sheet you need from at 30.
I mean, I just thought.
What you mean you don't need math 30? What you mean?
To get into the.
You do need that at the 4-year school for your bachelor's? Yeah.
But yeah, I can look at it.
Yeah.
No, but I don't even press it on my pencil.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Pencil's fine. Yeah, pencil's
When I
fine.
was sitting there, looking at everything, trying to figure out. So,
What did we learn? What didn't we learn?
yeah,
I got you.
Need that problem.
But if you switch to nursing, you don't need it. All right, light work right here. We got triangle ABC is a right triangle with C equal to 90 degrees. A is equal to 3, D is equal to 4. Find cosine of A and secant of B. Light work right here. This is light.
This is the same exact question.
Yeah, so tell me something. How I find C?
A plus B.
A what?
A squared plus B squared.
Light work.
I knew it as soon as I handed it down. He's like, yeah, it's on the back. I was like, what's this?
So wait, what's A over here?
A is
It's 3 squared plus
4.
4 squared equals C squared, light work.
But I didn't see something.
And what is this?
9
Huh? Equals C squared, right? And what's 9 plus 16? What's that, like 25, right? So 25 is equal to C squared. Now how do I get C?
Oh,
You square root both sides, right? Light work, so what's C? Oh, snap. Easy. Yo, what? It's light, yeah. So wait, tell me something. What's hold on, let me get it right. What's cosine of A? What's cosine of A?
So that's tough.
Yeah, so what's the answer? Done. That's 50% of the credit right there. All right, what's secant of B? So, no. So secant is 1 over. Y'all got sheets. Y'all can look at it. 1 over 1 over. I gave you a hint. It's the one that says secant. It's spelled just like this. Five over 3. Very good. SEC. So hypotenuse over adjacent. Right? Easy, right? That's a whole question on the final. Right there.
Everybody had it.
Yeah. I'll let y'all take a picture. But you ain't even got to solve the fraction. Now, I promise you, like, that's the easiest question.
On the top.
Mhm.
See, I was like not even there for that class. I was like,
It's all right. Just watch the recording. It's all good. Let me show y'all the hardest question on y'all test now. All right. So we about to look at the hardest question on the test. So pay attention real quick. And yes, this will be there. So we got triangle ABC, right? Is a right triangle. So let me draw it real quick. All right, it's a right angle right here. I'm gonna call this A up here, I'm gonna call this B, and I'm gonna call this C. So triangle ABC is a right triangle with C is equal to 90 degrees. If sine of A is 5/12. So sine of A is 5/12. So I forgot what sine again? Sine is right, opposite over hypotenuse. So from A, opposite would be here, and then the hypotenuse would be here, right? And then they say B, right? Leg B is 12, right? Leg B is 12. So I'm gonna draw another similar triangle just like this. All right. Same thing. A, C, B, all of that, right? But what I'm telling you is that this leg right here, B, is equal to 12. They want to know what is this leg here, this C.
That's an accurate math.
Mhm. Mhm. That's it. So you got no problem. Right, 5/12. So angle A is up here, opposite over the hypotenuse, 5/12, right? You have a similar triangle where they're telling you that the leg B is 12. They want to know what is C, right? This might sound confusing, but I promise you it's mad simple. It's mad simple. Tell me something. How do I get this leg right here? What formula? Right. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, right? So help me out. What I got? What's gonna be here? 5 squared plus B squared equals 12 squared, right? And we just do the math on that. 25 plus B squared is equal to 144. Subtract 25. And what we do to one side of the equation, we have to do the other side of the equation. So now I have B squared is equal to what? What's 144 minus 25? One what? 39. 119. All right. And then after that, I want to square root the square to get rid of it. So I have B is equal to square root of 119. So we good. This is square root 119. Using the other triangle, real simple, right? I want that C, right? So let's say this is to this as that is to that, right? Square root of 119 is to 12. Let me see if that makes sense. Yep. Square root of 119 is to 12 as 12 is to C. Did everybody see how I did that? So this is the square root 119. This is the 12 on the bottom of that. This is the 12 right here. And this is the letter right underneath that. Similar ratios, right? Square root of 119 is to 12 as 12 is to C. After that, cross multiply. Easy. All right, bam, bam. C times square root of 119 is equal to 12 times 12. Square root of 119 C is equal to 144. And all you have to do is just divide by the square root of 119. And what you do to one side, you do to the other, right? But remember, it's illegal for me to have radicals in my denominator, so multiply by square root of 119, square root of 119. When you multiply straight across, you get 144 square root 119 all over 119. And that will be your final answer for C. Not bad, right? Terrible.
That's all that.
Just watch the videos and practice. You guys have examples of this on the review sheet, right? Just look at it. So we went through 2 practice tests. If y'all feel like y'all wanna do a practice test, go on WebWork. Just click on the practice exam and do it. No, it's right there. Yeah, it's on the WebWork. It's the last thing that was posted on the homework. Yeah. And also you have the review sheet. The review sheet has similar questions.
So I'm gonna just put it on the board.
All right, go ahead. All right. If everybody's done copying, I'm gonna stop the recording and take this down. Is everybody good? Everybody's good? If y'all didn't get test 3 back yet, I'm just gonna ask y'all to just stay back for a few minutes. Let me just grade that real quick and get it to you. Most of the class got it already. It's just like 4 people here that didn't get it.
So the greatest common factor here is just 3, right?
No. I think it's coming back to the, just go straight into like anything. AC, whatever, anything.
That's
Yeah.
what I needed.
Yeah. All right, so I can take this down? We good? You good? Not yet? All right. Yeah, you good? You good? All right. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing.